For so many of us, home has suddenly become the office. And yeah, that brings a ton of freedom, but it also comes with a whole new set of challenges, right? So the big question is, how do we not just survive in this new reality, but actually thrive in it? Let's dive in and figure out the art of making productivity work at home.
So here's the thing. The core problem is that the very place we're supposed to relax and recharge is now the place we're supposed to perform and be on. The lines get all blurry, our focus gets completely shattered, and what used to be our sanctuary can start to feel, well, a little bit like a cage. It's a struggle we all face, but the good news is there are clear solutions.
And this really is the central question, isn't it? Is working from home the ultimate freedom we've all been dreaming of? Or is it kind of this sneaky trap where work never really ends and your home life never truly begins? The answer, as we're about to see, really depends on the systems you decide to build for yourself. This slide just captures it perfectly, doesn't it? We all started with that dream on the left, working in our pajamas, total flexibility, zero commute, amazing. But then, pretty soon, the reality on the right starts to kick in. The fridge is calling your name. That pile of laundry becomes a huge distraction, and the workday just bleeds into the night, leading straight to burnout. So, where do we even begin to fix this? Well, it's not with a fancy new app or a complicated planner. Nope, we start inside. Mastering your own mindset, your inner game, is the absolute foundation for everything else. Because really, before you can organize your desk, you've got to organize your thoughts. First things first, let's redefine what we're even aiming for here. This is not about becoming some kind of machine just cranking out work 24/7. True productivity is about doing the right things, the things that matter, and doing them efficiently and, importantly, calmly. It's about being effective, not just being busy. Okay, this right here is a huge psychological flip. We usually wait around to feel motivated before we start something, but it actually works the other way around. Action creates its own momentum. It's like knocking over that very first domino. Just doing one tiny thing, like answering a single email, generates the energy to do the next thing. Action actually leads to motivation. And this quote just nails one of the biggest traps we fall into: perfectionism. We wait for the perfect plan, the perfect mood, the perfect moment to start. But that moment, it never really comes. The goal isn't to get it perfect, it's just to get it going. Seriously, consistent small progress will always beat a perfect plan that's stuck on the starting line. All right, so we've got our mindset in the right place. Now let's move from the internal to the external. We have to shape our physical environment. It is time to consciously design a space that works for you, not against you. This is such a powerful idea. Your brain takes cues from everything around you. So if you're trying to work from your bed, your brain is getting all these mixed signals. Is it time to work or is it time to sleep? Creating a dedicated, clear workspace sends a super clear signal to your brain. Okay, when I'm here, I'm focused. And look, this doesn't mean you need a huge, fancy home office. It can be as simple as one corner of your dining table. The key is that it's dedicated and it's simple. Clear off the clutter, maybe add a small plant, and create that visual bubble of focus. Even in a tiny apartment, you can create a mental zone just by deciding that when you sit in this chair with your laptop, you are at work, period. And of course, we gotta talk about the number one enemy of home productivity: distractions. Our digital environment is literally designed to steal our attention. So the trick is to take back control. Be absolutely ruthless with your notifications. Block those websites you know are just time sucks. And hey, don't forget to communicate. Just letting people know when you need to focus is a super simple way to set a boundary.
Okay, so we've got the mindset, we've got the environment. Now we need the engine, the actual system that's going to structure your day and turn all your good intentions into real actions. This is all about building a routine you can rely on. A fantastic place to start is with a system like the Pomodoro technique. It sounds fancy, but it's so simple and incredibly powerful. By working in these short, focused sprints, you give your brain a clear finish line. It helps prevent burnout and basically trains your focus muscle. That 25-minute block of pure, uninterrupted work, it's often way more effective than an hour of being half distracted.
And where does this whole system begin? In the very first hour of your day. How you start your morning has this massive ripple effect on everything that follows. I mean, if you start your day by scrolling through stressful news or work emails, you're starting from behind. But if you start with intention, you're setting a positive tone for the entire day. And look how simple this can be. Making your bed, that gives you an immediate sense of accomplishment, a quick win to start the day. A glass of water and some stretching wakes up your body. And just writing down your top 3 priorities for the day gives you instant clarity before all the chaos of the world floods in. This isn't about adding stress, it's about creating calm. Now, for the final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Real, true productivity is about creating a system that's sustainable for the long haul. And that, my friends, requires balance. This is such a game-changing insight. We tend to think any break is a good break, but that's just not true. So often, we take breaks that actually leave us feeling more tired and drained than when we started. The quality of your rest is just as important as the quality of your work. And the difference is crystal clear. On the left, you've got those draining breaks, mindlessly scrolling social media, checking stressful news headlines, or just sitting there thinking about work. That's what most of us do. But on the right are the recharging breaks, things that disconnect you from the screen and reconnect you with your body and your breath. You come back to your desk feeling genuinely refreshed. When it comes down to it, this is all about boundaries. And not rigid walls to keep your life out, but more like flexible fences that create balance. A boundary is telling your family you need 1 hour of focus, but it's also telling yourself that at 6 p.m., the laptop closes and work is done. It's really about protecting your energy so you can be fully present for both your work and your life. So let's bring it all home with this final thought. You do not have to implement all of this stuff tomorrow. The goal is simply progress, not perfection. Looking back at everything we've covered, what is the one small, tiny change you can commit to making today? Maybe it's just making your bed tomorrow morning. Start there. Because that one small action, well, that's what creates all the momentum.